You're something around, you're going places. This could be movement. There's movement. You could be traveling, or it could be about somebody at a distance. So this feels like old people, but you've been enduring and working on making healthier choices, detoxing from people that are just stringing you or like giving you just enough. And then there's tight-knit bonds coming in, soul fam. So, and you're also attracting this. You're magnetic at this time, and you're balanced, centered, integrating opposite forces. You're going to be feeling complete. Something here is just right in your well-being, and then also ring. So this is karma, for good or bad, circles of trust. Well, this seems good. Reaping what you sow, committed in contracts. Okay. Let me get some energy, some more energy. Queen of Pentacles. I want to get some of these cards first. Determination, which is endurance, that came out, and then caution, which would most likely be the breadcrumbing. So, and it's slowing down, noticing these things, and then, yeah, cleansing here. Going with the flow. Oh, show. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Alignment? Okay. Alright, so let me get something with this. And it's gender neutral always. But this is somebody nurturing themselves, grounded, stable, secure within themselves. Oh, and then there's the fight. What is this fight around? Or drama? Whoa. The moon. Oh, it's hidden from you? Maybe you don't... Fighting around the subconscious, things you don't see. Let me get the moon. Oh, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Because maybe you feel people's lies around you, but you have, if this is hidden from you, you just know, your intuition is telling you, yeah, there's betrayal. Wow. Alright, let me clarify. Queen of Pentacles. The Empress. This is the mother, basically, also. Or you're birthing something new, nurturing something here. Something you nurtured for a while that people are watching. Or somebody's watching. So, yeah, take spiritual bath or showers, cleanse, however you do your spiritual cleansing. The Chariot. You're moving on from this drama, fighting, conflict, chaos. Like you're the eye of the storm. The Moon. Death in Queen of Swords. So, to me, I'm getting, you spoke something, or this is boundaries, being authentic, but having boundaries up, and then ending something around what wasn't seen. Inner child, something from the past, someone from the past, soulmates. What's this lie? The Emperor. Oh, hell no. How am I going to get the Empress and the Emperor coming out, and then the Emperor is the one that's lying? What? And more fighting. Maybe this is you defending yourself. That's not a real Emperor then, if they're a liar. They're not. I don't care what anybody says. 818. Jesus, this just took a turn. So, advocate for yourself. Keep your boundaries up like you did. And then the King of Wands in reverse is clarifying the Ten of Swords. Wow, this is a tyrannical leader that uses control to get what they want. Maybe this is what you're holding back from, and you have to drop on your inner strength around. What is this King of Wands? I mean, that's got to be the Emperor, because I have the Empress clarified, the Queen of Pentacles. So in they're also very lustful, like very low vibrational habits. Five of Swords in reverse, because they couldn't defeat you at all costs. Or somebody here couldn't defeat you at all costs. Maybe you cut your losses, called judgment, and there's an awakening around this. And it's your protection, called judgment. If you haven't, call it every day. Because the people that call that, you need to realize that you turn it on yourself first before you say it. So when you hear people calling judgment, it's because they have nothing to hide, confirmation they did nothing wrong. And if they did, they called it on themselves first. If you're close with your spirit team, you check in with them all the time, all day, every day, like, then you would know. You would be doing that anyways before you make any type of moves. Whether or not to post, whether or not to put something out on social media, whether or not to say something to that friend, whether or not to say something about holding somebody accountable, and then leave it. Sometimes, but do what your body, your inner knowing, your spirit team is telling you to do. Wow, okay. What happened in the past? Shit, somebody manifested heartbreak here. That's brutal. A lover. Wow. Yeah, I'd be calling judgment on somebody too. Oh! They ghosted you, put you out. You were in physical lack, either monetarily or your health was bad. This is what they were trying to manifest. Heartache and insecurity, fear, rejection. All while somebody was sitting here just mastering themselves, putting work in on themselves. This could be at work, somebody through work with, oh no, I thought that was the 3, never mind, but since I said it, could be. And this was 5 of Pentacles around communication. So what about this communication? It was used to put you on pause, but you planned taking a new direction. This was hidden. Yeah, you took a new direction. This is an opportunity. What's this Ace of Pentacles? The Knight of Pentacles. This was a long time. You put a lot of work in here. Hard work. Dedicated work. And this King of Wands, man. Especially since they already came out in reverse. And the Emperor is clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse. This was part of fate, destiny, karma. And if you were moving with pure intentions, good intentions the whole time, you endured, stood the test of time, now you're going to start feeling movement come up. Wow, somebody messed with you and your well-being on purpose, too. Look at they didn't think you were going to fight back, or maybe you didn't, because the 6 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands in reverse. To me, this is giving You knew you were going to succeed some way, somehow. Whether or not you were getting attention, whether or not you saw the victory immediately, or whether no matter how long it took. And you knew you didn't have to defend yourself against something or somebody to see your future. Because this is, yeah, if you're living in lack, that you can't manifest that way. Well, you can, you're just not going to manifest what you want. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? Yeah, because you just were looking for peace. You moved on. You weren't going to fight for something. You weren't going to fight to stay rejected or to stay... Wow. Especially if this was a group of people or people planning this. You just moved on. You just wanted peace is what I keep feeling. Yeah, so you planned changing directions. You just didn't maybe not know how you were going to get there, because this was the goal. A legacy, building to everything you want, which takes a long time anyways. You knew it would be a lot of work. Yeah, you did. The Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. You knew that you put in the work and you were just mastering every single pentacle that you had to the best of your ability. That if you did that, it would pay off. And if you led with your heart, because that's the best weapon we have, our heart. Even though people, so maybe they triggered your heart space so you would stay secluded, blocked, and not open to it. But whatever you worked on, it worked. This is like the only card I read is mutual love. Because they're here, standing here eye to eye, exchanging. Every other card, like the Lovers is about a choice. Ten of Cups is like ultimate for family. These are connections that, and then the soulmate, the Six of Cups I read as like a soulmate friend group, stuff like that. This is actual love. So if you were trying to manifest love or whatever, but whatever you're doing, you worked on, it is manifesting that. Because you don't play games. You're not going to allow people to play games in your energy, because you don't play games with other people's energy. So you're not going to allow that in your life. You shouldn't. Celebration. The World. Yes, this was a major ass cycle completed. This was difficult. This was difficult. Strength. There's a lot of things you learned about yourself, about your strengths, about the things you were able to overcome. And if you did this alone, maybe you had just a few people, if you even had anybody, at the Empress, that helped, that supported you along the way. But there's celebration. You should be celebrating yourself all the time for just getting to this point, because this journey is not easy, and it's because of these greedy people. They hang on to energy. But I'm also getting, you're going to want to hang on to this celebration or whatever good time you have coming up. Judgment again. It's a wake-up call. You woke up many times, Hermit, and learned a lot. And you can speak on things that you learned. That's called wisdom. Wisdom, just so you people know in my comments, is learned experience applied to life. And when you're in my seat, you can talk about the things that you have went through to help other people go through them. Okay? So I'm not going to have, I've dealt with that enough on other platforms, on TikTok. My tolerance for that is 0. And I don't care if I will just, when somebody puts love out there, expect respect in return. And thank you for the people that have shown love. Side note, it is still my channel. And I am not toxic or intend to put anything toxic out into the collective. I'm actually here to break through the confusion for everybody from the toxic people. So that's, yeah, la 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 la. I don't, it's whatever. That's all I'm saying. Like, some people don't realize the things that they're writing. It's just they're such a right fighter. They'll write a whole novel to you for me to read the first line and say, no, not accepting that in my reality. This is not your reality. You don't get to dictate how I show up in my reality and for other people in the collective. I'm very wide awake. And so, yes, anything that's an illusion, push it away. You are allowed to speak on things that have affected you because it's learned experience. It can help the next person. And when you tell people not to speak on that, you're prolonging the problem of the confusion. Anyways, I had to say that, and I can, because again, it's my channel. And I intend, my job here is to cut through collective confusion. So if you have a channel and you want to do that too, that's cool. But don't write like crazy things I won't accept. I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah, exactly. Devil in reverse. It's toxic. And people, toxic people, that's exactly how you can see the difference between who's balanced emotionally, who isn't. Because they'll sit there and tell you, I don't want to hear this, where nobody wants to hear this. Yet you took the time, hater, to write that whole last big long thing, multiple of them, to tell me. If you don't want to hear it, don't watch it. Don't write. You don't exist anyways, because I will remove it. And it's just because the other people that are showing genuine love don't need to see it. You don't need to ruin everybody else's experience because of your sour ass. Yes. Temperance next to the devil in reverse. See, you can alchemize, you can turn shitty energy and make it work for you and the people around you. And if there's energy that you don't like, you're allowed to reject it. Everybody has a right to their opinion, but if it's going to influence negatively, then no. I am open to hearing opinions, everybody's, but that doesn't mean I'm going to allow disrespect. Ever. The self-worth is self-worthing at this point. I'm not new on my journey like I used to be and allow others to walk all over me. That's not happening. No, exactly. So I will nip it in the bud right now and just throw all this out there for anybody that cares to listen. All right, what's this burden about? Yeah, happiness. Fill in your own cups of happiness. Because when you do that, it doesn't matter. Nobody can affect your happiness. It doesn't matter what words people say to try to get to you. When you've worked on your inner world, your shadows, they're merged. You integrate them. That's why temperance just came out. Alchemy. And again, thank you to everybody who's been writing supportful, genuine, amazing comments. I appreciate that. You always get the few ones who's, yeah, when they say light irritates demons, it's called justice. And it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these people are connected. They've got to be, but it's cause and effect. And like, what did I say yesterday in a video yesterday? It's the move in the counter move. So every action has a reaction. Every reaction has an action. No, I don't know if that's true, but you picking up what I'm putting down. So when you make yourself happy, no matter what anybody says about it, you know that you're doing it. This is for the betterment of the collective. If you see me as toxic, please don't follow. Please just stay off the page, because you're wasting time, your own. This breath I'm not wasting, because I'm letting the rest of people know just what it is. These are my intentions. Like Usher, this is my confessions. Yeah. So the karma that you have coming is a new journey. And that's literally what I just did, how you alchemize that energy they're trying to put on you and move forward. Because it's, when you're doing the inner work, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. So keep going. This journey is going to be amazing for somebody. You need the dark in the light. If you feel stuck, you might need a little more light. At some points in my journey, I was like, I was too light. I needed to embrace more of my shadow. So it's literally alchemy. It's finding the balance. And then you'll see progression. See that, oh my God, who is it? This is putting a lot of work in without seeing the results. Oh, for a long time. So, like, been here, done that, got the t-shirt, coffee mug. But this, you will see the results. Yeah, I'm here to help. That's it. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not just a card reader. I love reading cards. That's why I do it. It confirms everything I'm channeling and saying. So anyway, yeah, there's rebirth. This is given series with the scythe right here. She'll taketh away, but she also nurtures births. Kali Ma, maybe. Anyways, there's a new seed you're going to get to plant. You clearly know how to nurture them because Empress is right here. And this is somebody receiving a bunch of love on this forward movement, this journey. This is a clear path, is what I'm getting off this energy that somebody has from the divine, for trusting in yourself, for believing in yourself, and for not listening to the naysayers. Somebody's always going to talk. If they wanted to talk so much, they should start their own channel and talk over there. So that's what and I'm just too blunt, and I can be. It's my tism. I like blunt, straightforward, transparency. I got a Scorpio stellium in my 7th house, so house of relationships. When you give it, you get it. I just expect respect. And so your intuition actually got you to this place, which is why this is in the background hidden and you don't see it, so don't care about it. If this story fits for you, yeah, 10 of Cups. Alignment. Anything else I need to say? Yeah, that would be somebody stressing out. The demons in their head. Queen of Wands. To me, I read... Excitement. Hold on. Alright, so Queen of Wands. High Priestess on the bottom. So yes, again, trusting your intuition. The Keeper of Secrets. Somebody mastered something here. And they're going after what they want. Actually, you're magnetizing it to you. And you look good and feel good while doing it. Even if it was a lot, this was What is this Ten of Wands? Who is this Ten of Wands? Your intuition, you know that it's going to be a burden for other people when you trust your intuition. Because energetically, you can feel when somebody's trying to put their burdens onto you. If it's not yours to carry, let it go. But some stuff, it's a burden you're willing to take on. If that's the case, you would be okay with it. Your body would be telling you. One more. Yeah, peace of mind. That's exactly what it's all about. The Star. Moving on to peace of mind, keeping to yourself some stuff possibly if you need to, if you feel called to. All right, let me get an angel card. I mean, whatever these are, Oracle. I didn't get my angel cards out. Be assertive. See? You're a valuable person. Stand up for yourself in a quiet, loving way. And then misjudgment, because everyone thinks that they know you better than you. They don't. Nobody knows you better than you. Don't let them try to tell you, because they're sure ain't gonna tell me. That's literally what it is. Angry people. So don't engage with angry people, but letting it be known will do. Life and death. Do we really die? We're all spiritual beings. We're just in a meat suit right now. That's why I never understood the 3D earth thing. The dark line. Don't believe everything you read. Yeah. You're not a victim of your DNA. Your environment has a huge influence on your life, not just your DNA. Yeah, that too, and sometimes that's uncontrollable, but unconditional love, and that starts with you. There's only love. You are worthy of loving. All right, I know I went off on a tangent, but I hope this helps.